What's up, everybody? YouTube fam. This is Coach Arthur Castro. I've been watching the NBA playoffs. I took it upon myself to go ahead and watch the NBA playoffs, and I'm really impressed with Trae Young's tenacity. Trae Young has really showed me a lot this season. He showed me that he's a tough player. I mean, this guy in Game 5, he had the bandages on his shoulder, and in the third quarter, and they were down by 14 points. And he was sitting, and I was like, man, oh, they're going down because he's hurt. You know, he's out. Without Trae Young, what are the Hawks gonna do? You know, so he sat, and he sat for like 2 minutes, and I think he heard my disappointment because he got up. It took the bandages off in the third quarter. And they were down by like 14. And I was like, he took the bandages off. And then he went back out there and sure enough, took the lead from Atlanta took the lead from Philadelphia, from the 76ers. And I was like, man, this is number 5, the number 5 seed against the number 1 seed, and they did this to those guys with like in the 5th game. That was the 5th game, and so then the 6th and the 7th, it ended up going 7, but I mean Atlanta lost in the 6th, but they won the 7th. They came back, they regained their form. Also, Joel Embiid also showed me a lot. He has an offensive repertoire. I mean, I've seen him do moves that Patrick Ewing does. I mean, sometimes some of those are a little hard for him. He does his spin move on the baseline a little too quickly. He does it a little fast. I mean, Ewing used to stop 1, 2, 3, up and shoot. You know what I mean? Up and shoot the ball, and he'd make it. He'd make it from the baseline 8 to 10 or 9 out of 10 times. I mean, he was just like, it was almost guaranteed that he was going to make that shot, that turnaround jumper for the baseline back in the days. So that was really, so Embiid can make that shot too, but he just doesn't do it all the time. Sometimes he speeds it up. So he's got to work on it. I see you working, Joe. I see you working, and I just think you gotta slow it down. You know, practice. Practice makes perfect. And so that's Embiid. Embiid was doing well. Ben Simmons, good all-around player. I think he should average 20 points though, man. He's not going for it. He's very smooth, very calm. Doesn't seem to me to have the killer instinct like the Mamba did. You know what I mean? Like the Mamba was aggressive. You know what I'm saying? The Mamba went after the win. Trae Young goes after the win. To take the bandages off and get off the bench and get in. Ben Simmons is kind of sleepwalking through the game now. Like just, I'm a 6'10" point guard, but I'm not gonna score 20 points. You know what I mean? I was the first pick of the draft, but out of LSU, but I'm not gonna score any points here. No, I mean you can't be on that whole hum stuff with like 4 points at halftime. I mean that's no good. You're one of the stars of the team. You gotta produce. You gotta produce in the NBA, and it's gonna take more than that for them to win in the playoffs. I mean you gotta be strong. If Embiid's scoring 28, Ben should be scoring 22, 25. That's what I'm saying for them to win games. And that's including 10 rebounds, 10 assists. That's including that. I mean, why would he go down? I mean, unless he averaged 8 rebounds, maybe 9 assists. I mean, maybe he won't be double digits in one of the categories, you know, because it's hard to average a triple-double. I understand that. Averaging a triple-double is hard. But Oscar Robertson did it. I mean, but I don't think Ben Simmons has that in him. But Ben could average in the single digits on rebounds or assists and still be high up there. But average 20 points, dude. You know, 20 something. The team needs it. and you gotta use the offensive skills if you can. So that's been my take on Ben Simmons and them. Seth Curry, he was good. He's averaged about 30 points, but they just went down, dude. He's not a bad shooting guard. He's not a bad shooting guard. He's not really. He shouldn't even really be like the other Curry, because every time I see him, he scores 30 points, or he's in the 20s. You know what I mean? So for a shooting guard, that's not bad. That's all you're supposed to do is score. So there's nothing wrong about that. Seth Curry's pretty good. In fact, if Golden State had Seth Curry and Steve Curry, they'd be good. They would have done better than they did this season without Klay Thompson. They would have done better with Seth Curry. That's what I think. And he would have got to play with his brother. I mean, and the Currys aren't like the Balls to where you got the annoying dad there. You know, Dale Curry's not like that. So there's no problem with him playing with his brother. But I guess it's just not that way. The league hasn't dawned on the Warriors that they need Seth Curry. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, they'd be good with Klay. They're good with Klay, but I haven't seen Klay. You know, Klay got hurt on us. Klay got hurt, and Klay's gone, man. So what's up? We got to replace him or what? Now the Lakers, man, that's my team. The Lakers and the Pistons, and they came in with the old Pistons. They got Andre Drummond and all that, but dude, they didn't play Drummond. The coach didn't play Drummond, and I'd really get rid of Vogel for that, dude. I would get rid of Vogel straight up and find a new coach, because I didn't like that he didn't play Andre Drummond and play Marc Gasol instead. And what he should have done was be able to have the vision to say, well, let's go with 2 7-footers and let's go Marc Gasol. When Anthony Davis went down, he should have said, let's go Marc Gasol at power forward and LeBron James at small forward. Then let's go Andre Drummond at center. That's what he should have said. But he didn't do that, because Drummond led the league in rebounds like 4 years. 4 different seasons. And Gasol didn't do that. You know? So I'm thinking, you know, that's what he should have done. Should have played Andre Drummond in the last game. He should have done it a la Andrew Bynum, Lamar Odom, and Pau Gasol. See what I'm saying? Marc Gasol, LeBron James, and Andre Drummond. But did he do that? No. And they lost Rondo, and it hurt them. But they wouldn't. I mean, they really lost because Davis went down. But at least he should have tried Marc Gasol, LeBron James, and Andre Drummond. That's what I think. I think that would have been a good lineup. It would have been just like Andrew Bynum, Lamar Odom, and Pau Gasol when they had Kobe and all that. Rest in peace. Anyways, so that was that. The Brooklyn Nets underachieved. They were too injury prone, too old to really do it. I mean, for when guys start cracking and going down like that and breaking themselves in the playoffs and going down, they're just getting older. They're getting older, and they're not able to hang with the competition level. Not only that, Kyrie Irving stepped on Giannis' shoe and hurt himself, a la Sasa Pachulia, and nobody called a flagrant foul. Yo, they need to start calling that, man. That is a foul, man. That is a flagrant foul. You're putting your shoe under the guy's ankle. When he comes down from jumping on a shot, he lands on your shoe and he twists his ankle and he's done. He's a done deal, and it causes injuries. And James Harden wasn't 100%. James Harden was so unimpressive. James Harden was like sleepwalking through the playoffs, man. Against Milwaukee. He was sleepwalking, man. He was James Harden. All I saw, every time I look at James Harden and every time he shot, he missed. Almost every time. And all he did was hit free throws. And I'm like, man, that's not James Harden, man. That's not the man. That's not the one from Houston, man, that would light the score up, that scored all the points in Houston. That is not the man. All these guys did were pass it to Durant and say, "Please save us, Kevin." You know, and it wasn't enough, man. It wasn't enough. I mean, and so that was sad to watch because I mean, I know Kevin really tried, and I like that Brooklyn team because I thought I would have started Blake Griffin, excuse me, Kevin Durant, DeAndre Jordan, Kyrie Irving, and James Harden. But those guys weren't on the court together. That wasn't the team, man. That was not the team. And Irving went down. So I was like, dude, like if Irving was on the court, Harden was off the court. So, I mean, what is that, dude? It's supposed to be both of you on the court. You know what I'm saying? With Durant, with Blake, with DeAndre. And Brooklyn just really sat on the season, and it's like, man, that was such a lack of effort, such a lack of days ago. It went 7. Well, I mean, it went 7 games. It was close. It went into overtime, but I would have liked to see that team play together, and they didn't play together, and that was the problem. All right, so now, let's see. Let's see here. Looking forward to seeing Milwaukee and Atlanta, and the Clippers and Phoenix. Due to Chris Paul really hurt the team with his COVID-19 protocol. Devin Booker's been playing well. I'm going for the Clippers. I think the Clippers are deep at guard, and they have enough to beat Phoenix with Rondo, Luke Kennard, Patrick Beverly, and Reggie Jackson. So they have enough. They have 4 guards. So you got 4 guys that I'm talking about. Beverly's one of the best defenders in the league. So you can slap him on Booker, and let's see what happens. You know, have him play some D on him and try to shut him down, Dennis Rodman style. You know what I'm saying? So there's that right there, and then yeah, I think Luke should take some more open shots. Get the ball to Luke and let Luke give Luke Kennard the green light to fire, because he'll make half his shots. And he was really good at Duke. And that's it. Looking forward for Kawhi Leonard to come back, hopefully, in this series. Paul George has been picking up the slack, and so has the rest of the Clippers. Man's been playing well. Man had a heck of a game last time, but I think they just got to play better defense and get shut Booker down a little bit, and then and score. Okay, and DeAndre Anthony. They got to watch DeAndre guy, the center DeAndre. They got to stop that guy too, because he's one of their good players over there. All right, so Milwaukee and Atlanta. I think Giannis has been putting forth a good effort. I like Jrue Holiday. They've been trying for years to win the finals, and they haven't. So it's gonna be good to see that they you know what they can do. I like the underdog of Atlanta because of Trae Young. Like I said, he's very tenacious, and he showed me some skills in this playoffs. That's a guy that's not sitting down in the playoffs. We've seen Chris Paul. We've seen Blake Griffin sit down when they were on the Clippers. If one didn't get hurt, the other one got hurt, and they just couldn't do it. And it was just terrible. So, I mean, they're seeing the same thing. I think maybe Chris is going to let Phoenix down because of this COVID-19 thing. And so I think that, you know, that the Clippers do have enough to beat Phoenix. And so we'll see what's up. All right, so looking forward to it. Stay safe. Remember, eat your tomatoes for your antioxidants to detox. And also, enjoy the sports. Enjoy the NBA playoffs. This is Coach Arthur. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Bye.